Hi, Jacinta Shane, history teacher at Lawrence Gardner High School. Just wanted to say hello, and this is our last video presentation and about human resource framework. Alright, so the first thing on the Human Resources Frame of Leadership by Bowman and Deal is there's about 5 points that I got from the video. And I apologize, I did this on Powtoons, and this is like my 7th recording, and I really hope that this goes really great for me today. Number 1, organization as a family. We are a family. And I truly believe in leading as a family. I believe that we should work as a team. I'm very much about the democratic leadership style, and within this video it talks about how we all have our needs, our skills, when we come to the table, our skill sets as each individual, and the relationships that we have with each other, and working as a team. And I truly believe that is where you will get the most success. Goals and strategic planning. That is so true. When you are working towards a goal together, you are engaged, you are participating, and you have co-workers alongside you, making it fun and driving you and motivating you and inspiring you. So I truly do believe that as well. The other one was decision making. It promotes commitment within the organization. When you have a group of people, a group of teachers, and they are part of that decision making, they are committed to making sure that goal is obtained. And as a principal, you want everybody to have the same goals and motivations as you do. Communication. Total key to everything. As everybody knows, at my high school, you can come to Michane for anything. I'm very open, very respectful. I have absolutely no problem with you disagreeing with me, because that's okay. Because that's where the information comes out. That's where the needs come out. That's where the feelings come out. And everything can be worked around. I mean, come on. I'm a social studies teacher. I'm used to debate. I love it. Let's do it. I never rarely get insulted by anybody on how they truly feel. Because when you're a teacher, you're passionate. The other point that I liked about the video was that they said leader is a servant. I totally agree. I totally agree. I really believe that was key. In that that leader, as a principal, you are the hardest working individual in the building, by far. So that video really showed me a lot about how the hierarchy of what possibly could happen within a district. I went ahead and made my pyramid, and I will show that to you now. And here it is. Look at all those moving parts. I love it. Just hope it stays there. Yes! Finally! Yay! I'm finally getting the hang of this. Alright, here we go. I know that in our sheet we started with a principal. I really wanted to go ahead and add in that superintendent up there on the very top, because they're responsible for the alumni, the school board, the community. They're kind of the political face of this whole thing. In fact, my superintendent is currently trying to vie for a position under Laura Kelly, the new governor of the state of Kansas. So it's a very politically driven role within the school district. But I still wanted to put that in there. I still wanted that up there so that everybody could see it. Now, as principal, I want to make sure my teachers are happy. I believe they're the key. If the teachers are happy, the students are happy, right? The other thing is that that's a hard struggle for me, because as a teacher, I love my students. I love engaging, I love talking with them, and that would probably be the only thing that I would make sure that when I became principal, that I was dealing with my teachers as well as dealing with my students. Now I'll let the VP, talk to the students first and see if we can't weed out some of the smaller problems, and I will deal with the bigger problems or the issues. But it's the teachers. We got to make sure that they are happy. From there, I'm going to be dealing with parents. They are also very important behind everybody else, you got to make sure that the principal, I'm talking to the vice principal, the communications there, she's dealing with the students, I'm dealing with the teachers, or he is dealing with the students, and I'm dealing with the teachers. And then we both intermix that according to what we need to do. All right? And then both of us help, or we engage with the parents. Okay? And then from there, I did office staff, cooks, custodians, maintenance. These guys are also vital. Every one of these guys is important. But if I am to set my day, if I'm to prioritize my day, when I'm walking in, I want to make sure I've got my teachers in place. They are happy that their needs are met. Their skill sets are being used to the ultimate. And then from there, I want to make sure, where's my students? Where's my VP? Has she made sure everybody's here? And then from there, that's when I would get everybody in place, get everybody going. Then you deal with your parents. Then you deal with your office staff. Make sure the cooks are on the same page. And then right before you go, that's when the custodians and the maintenance guys walk in. So I kind of prioritize according to who I'm in contact with that day and as the day goes. Right? And so that's kind of how I made my pyramid. I think it kind of works. I kind of like it. But that's how I do it. And I think it does work for everybody. And this is my final slide. We're hoping it will stop where I need it to stop. Yes, there it is. I did it on the 7th try. I want to let you guys know I thank you so much. I have had a blast working with you, collaborating with you, listening to all your comments. You guys actually made me totally smile from the comments that you gave me on the last video. I really, really appreciated it, and I wanted everybody to know that I hope they have a Merry Christmas and that they have a Happy New Year. And this is Miss Shane signing off. See you later. Thanks.